Hey, and welcome to day 2, MTB WOD 2. This is your second mountain bike workout. This one is going to be another one in the fundamentals, today we're going to be focused on the upper body rather than the lower body quite so much, and we're going to be doing a row. Now, this is really analogous to your position when you're on a mountain bike. It's going to really help with the ability to handle the bars through rough terrain and helping your ability to get out of tough situations, but also just generally helping your ability to transmit power through the body and onto the trail. So we're going to get started with a little bit of a warm-up. We're going to go through the technique for the row. We're going to add some weight to the row, do some reps, and then we're going to move on to a metabolic conditioner and follow up with a little bit of aftercare from yesterday. So let's get started. It's a cold day in Scotland. We're in the garden gym today. That's where we're going to film a lot of the mountain bike WODs, I would imagine. This is really just to show that you can do this absolutely anywhere, okay? I mean anywhere. Like, we've got a pallet here, which we've got with the kit on it, and we've got a power rack here, which I was lucky enough to have. Use some scaffold to build some dips. You can really do anything. Trampoline's not for anything, but you can pretty much do this anywhere. I mean, even if you're in a hotel room, I can pretty much give you a way that you can do most of the workout. And if you're hitting up a global gym or something like that, you can probably get most of this in as well. In fact, you're more likely to be able to get most of this in than I am right now. So let's get started. It's another cold day. So, just went and got some kit out. For the warm-up today, what we're going to do is we're going to start to warm up the calves a little bit. We're going to be doing a run later on. So I'm going to get calves warm, just get the legs generally warm for that, without taxing ourselves too much by running. And we are going to work on just getting our back switched on, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to do 25 single unders with the jump rope. So any rope you've got, I've got a sort of a CrossFit style one here, with a thin cable, any skipping rope you've got, bit of clothesline, anything. Move these out of the way. So you can do 25 of those, and then you're going to go into 10 down ups, 25 again, and then 10 down ups. And I'll show you what the down ups are in a second. So let's get started. Don't get frustrated if you clip the rope. Now I want a bit of a soggy bit on the pallet just now, so I'm just going to budge over. Is there any better to do this? I'm going to move over to a better bit for this, for the skipping. So once you've done your 25 skips, we're going to do the down ups. Now down ups, you're going to get into a plank position on the ground, and what you can do is you can go from full plank down to elbows, elbows, up, elbows, elbows, up. And that's, so from there, 1, 2, 3, 4 is 1 rep, okay? So we're going to go for 10 of those. Swap directions. Right, so once you got through the workout, once you got through the warm up there, the 2 rounds of 25 and then 10, what we're going to do is we're going to move on to the bent over row. Now the bent over row, what we're really doing is we're setting up our hands. I'm just going to grab the bar. Bear in mind, you can do this with anything weighted. You can do it single arm, double arm, but today we're going to do double arm because it's most similar to the bars on a mountain bike. We're going to set our hands up. I usually go for about a thumb length away from the smooth portion of the bar. You're going to set up there, and you are going to hinge at the hips forward until you come to a position where your back is almost parallel to the ground, and you're going to pull the bar up to the sternum and then back down. Okay, that's the basics of it. From the sides, Okay, most important thing there is just keeping the back in a neutral position, okay? So spine should stay nice and flat. And depending on your mobility, your hips and your hamstrings, you want to try and get as close to possible to having the back parallel to the ground. Besides the road behind me, that's what all the noise is. That's the main thing there. You really want to sort of brace on the hamstrings. Keep the shins pretty much vertical, send the hips back, and you should get into this nice tense position here. That's Sid the dog, jumping into shot there. So I'm just going to get warmed up on this, and then let's get some weight on. Alright boyos, how are we? Huh? Is that what we're supposed to do? I've been dead wrong all these years.
Hell of easy.
So we're going to be aiming to get speed at the bottom to come up to the chest and lower down smoothly, okay? And that's what we're going to say by dynamic work. It's not just slogging it out, you're really trying to get some speed in there. If you can't get the speed, drop the weight, okay? Right, let's chuck some extra weight on here, and now let's go. So, that's up at 40 kilos, not that heavy, but after yesterday, doing pull-ups, push-ups, my arms are going to toast, so I'm going to leave it at that today. And for the 12, just trying to focus on getting the speed out the bottom of it, okay? It's going to really tax the biceps. The main thing is not getting into a kip. By that I mean not snaking the bar up, so not going. What we really want to make sure is we're staying really rigid with the body, and then just isolating the back, shoulders and arms, okay? Sweet. Do another 2 sets, so I'm going to 3 sets of 12 on this one. So, that was the ideal weight for today. Just enough, but not too much. Getting to the end of that 3rd set, you should feel really welcome. So, ideal. Sid, go on, go on. So, the Metcon, or metabolic conditioner, that we're going to be doing for today is going to be 4 rounds for time of a 400-meter run, so along the road. Measure out that online is probably the easiest way. Just jump on Google Maps and there's like a little distance measuring tool. That's probably the easiest way to do it. I'll maybe put a wee video of that in the blog. Yeah, measure out your 400 meters and just remember that for future, because 400 meters is going to be one of the main units of measurement we do for running. So you're going to do 400 meters and you're going to follow that by doing 25 burpees. Burpees are simple. The only thing that I ask is that chest and thighs touch the floor, and then you jump and clap overhead at the top. So, quite simple, you get to the floor any way you wish, and then jump and land, 1 rep. 25 of those is going to suck, 100 of them is going to suck even more. But it's going to be brilliant for pushing you beyond your comfort zone in terms of sustained heart rate and intensity. It's going to really, really help with just beasting out the climbs, especially really steep sections in climbs, and just being able to handle that level of metabolic output that you're handling there. And then it's also going to really help with sprints, okay? If you're absolutely knackered from doing a descent and you're midway through and then you suddenly hit an uphill sprint, even a flat sprint, it's going to really, really help. So let's get cracking on that. Right, see you after. I'll probably be a lot sweatier and I'll probably take my jumper off. Let's go. So as you may have noticed in the previous round, I'm scaling the burpees. After the yesterday workout, the push-ups and the squats, quads, chest, toast. Make an educated decision, scale when you need to. Better scale and keep the intensity high than to not. So as you may have noticed, the workout cut out and now we're out walking the dog at night. The camera ran out of battery, so a bit of a learning curve there, charge up through the day. Ended up getting 1651 on that workout. I did a scaled alternative to it, which was doing the 12 burpees. Now that's not a cop-out, that's just scaling, and that's what I'd recommend for pretty much everyone to do. If you aren't able to at least get through the first 25, I'd say unbroken, then you're probably in a position where actually scaling is going to enable you to keep a higher intensity throughout the workout. You're going to be able to keep higher pace on the run, you're just going to be able to just go for it a little bit better overall on the workout. So I'd highly recommend scaling on that, just to keep the intensity high. You're getting more from it metabolically. On another note, the reason I'm doing it in my backyard is because that's where I think that's the minimum amount that you can really sort of get away with in some ways, but I really just want to make it clear that you can work out anywhere. You don't need a massive gym, you don't need the biggest CrossFit gym near you, you can work out in any gym that you can find. And if that's just your back garden, then great, do it. Don't worry about it too much. This is really just a sort of a DIY approach to it in some ways, because we don't all have the most expensive kit, and I want to make sure everyone can work out and train and compete at the highest level or ride at the highest level that they want to. Whether you're riding or racing, doesn't matter, it's for everyone. And just to sort of give you a bit of an idea of kind of the approach, it's going to be open, and by that I mean I'm not paywalling any of this. It's just going to be, you know, you turn up on the site, YouTube, Instagram, find out what the WOD is, you do it that day, you post a comment and say how you got on. That's all I ask, really. I'm going to post the workouts for free, there's no worries there. I just want you guys to get some training in, hopefully improve on your times on Strava or whatever you want from it. Whether you just want to be able to hold up on a downhill descent a little bit better, hit some climbs a bit more speed, keep up with your mates, do it. That's what this is for. Just checking where I'm going on the road because I'm staring into a light, so I can't see where I'm going. Yeah, it doesn't matter whether you're doing it for Strava or if you're doing it for the time clock at a race, or you're just doing it to be able to ride better. It's for all of you, and you're going to all be able to get something from it. That being said, I would say test and retest. Now the reason we're doing some of these WODs is like benchmarks. Sorry, I stepped in a puddle. What I call benchmark WODs is that you can test them again. So note down your times, keep a record of them, keep a training diary. Highly recommend keeping a training diary, and keep a record of how you did on each workout, because we're going to do them again at some point. It's good to just retest these things, see how you've improved, and that's going to be how we retest the workouts. What I would also say is pick a segment on Strava, one that you've maybe already done or one that you want to do, and do it now before you start, and then we'll retest along the way, see how you improve. There's obviously going to be skill elements you'll pick up on the bike, and that's going to be your weekend. You're going to pick up skill on the bike, and I'd recommend sessioning as well as just doing long rides. Session some stuff, get the skill in there. It's really important. Work on jumping if you need to work on jumping. It's raining now as well. Oh, car coming. Sit! Sit, 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 stay there, stay. Dodgy way to film. Yeah, work on session stuff at the weekends, and then during the week, really just test yourself on the workouts. If you can get out on a ride during the week, do it. If you can't, you can't. That's fine. But yeah, test your Strava segment, and then we'll retest later on. Post up how you get on. Just want to see how you get on these workouts, okay? Any comments or questions, suggestions, hit me up. Get me on Instagram, get me on YouTube, get me anywhere you can on the website, and we'll work through this. Anyone needs any specialist assistance or anything like that, you've got an injury you're working around, just drop us a line. We'll work something out. Alright, peace out.